Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
Hello and welcome to this episode of our show. This is your host, Keith Doherty. Today our special guest is top real estate agent Janice Avery of Team Avery at Keller Realty based out of Denton, Texas. Janice has been a realtor for 15 years. She is in the top 20 agents in her office, and she received the 5-star recognition from Texas Monthly Magazine since 2012. All right, with all that said, Janice, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm very glad to be here.
And Janice, if we could start for our listeners, what led you into real estate? Was it something you always knew you wanted to do, or did you maybe stumble into it?
No, I did. Probably from age of 20, I had moved around quite a bit and worked with some realtors as far as buying homes, and it was something that I realized I had a lot of interest in.
And do you think you could talk a little bit about what personal attributes, traits, or qualities you think have most contributed to the success that you've had in real estate?
I'm very, very honest with people. I'm not just going to tell them what they want to hear, and people appreciate that. I give them all the information they need, but I let them make their decision. I'm not a pushy salesman as a lot of people think, and so that's really been the tip of my success, is that I'm just very open with people. And I provide them all the information they need so that they can make the big decision whether they're buying or selling a home.
Excellent. And do you think you can give our listeners an example of when these traits have played a role in your path towards success?
Sure. People talk. We all have family. We all have friends. And so when someone has a really good experience, they're going to share that information with people. And that's really what has built my business, is just providing good service to people, being compassionate, understanding that a lot of times when they're selling their home or buying a home, there's a lot of emotions there. And so it's really wanting people to talk about the good experience they've had working with me so that other people want to have that same experience.
And I think whenever somebody builds a successful business or a career, that sometimes the path to get there is filled with bumps in the road along the way. Can you talk about some of the adversities and trials you've had to overcome in order to achieve your goals?
Sure. People do think that, we're pushy salespeople, that we're rich. And so when we sit down with them, a lot of times, we have to overcome how they've gotten these myths and these beliefs in the past. And so it's really just helping them understand that I'm there to help them. I'm not there to try to push them into making a decision either way. I mean, it may not be the right time for them to make a purchase or to sell their home. And I'm truly there to do what's best for them and to keep their needs as top priority. And so it's just getting that connection with them. And then also you're going to go up against other agents that will tell them exactly what they want to hear in order to get the business, and not necessarily the true facts or the information they need to make their best decision.
And as obstacles and these things come up for you, what keeps you going despite these obstacles? Why don't you give up what your driving force?
I'm very blessed to meet the people that I have been able to meet. And I know if I was not doing this profession, a lot of these people I would have never met. And I've just had wonderful experiences. I truly believe that when I meet someone, there's a purpose there, and that I do serve a purpose in a big decision that they're going to make. And really just helping people and having that opportunity to meet so many different nationalities and personalities, and that's what keeps me going. It's those little notes that you get that talk about the great experience they had and what a difference I made in their life, and that's what I'm in it for.
And looking forward, what's your vision for your business and your career over the next 5 years?
I'll continue to grow my team so that we have more people to reach out to more clients, and making sure that we give the best service possible and constant attention, communication, and that's my goal for the next 5 years.
And I guess kind of on top of that, what do you feel is the best way you market yourself as a real estate professional so that you can have continual growth?
Through other people. That's my biggest marketing, is just word of mouth through past clients and present clients.
And I think sometimes when the general public looks at real estate agents, they don't fully understand the value they provide from both a buyer and a seller standpoint. What do you think the biggest misconception or myth people have about working with a real estate agent?
Again, I think that they believe it's an easy job, and mainly because that's how we want their experience to be. We try to take care of we're problem solvers. So when problems come up, we try to solve them and make their experience as easy and painless as possible. And so people just have a tendency to believe that being a realtor is real easy, and that there's not much that needs to be done, and anybody could sell their home or buy a home without a realtor. So that's the biggest myth.
And let's say you get a call from a family member or a friend, and they're in another state and they want to sell their home. Now, obviously, with your experience and being part of Keller Williams, you could easily look up an agent and do a referral. But from a general advice standpoint, what advice would you give them about selecting an agent that could best serve their needs?
I tell them to talk to other people, because the best way to find out is to talk to people at church, at work, neighbors, and find out who they've used and did they have a good experience. And I truly believe word of mouth is the best way.
And obviously you're based out of the Denton, Texas area. And if somebody's looking for real estate services or an agent in that general area, what's the best way they can find out more information about you and how you can help them?
They can go to teamavery.kw.com.
Excellent. Well, Janice, obviously we want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule to come here today and share all your professional real estate experience with our listeners. And if you're listening and you want to learn more about Janice, like she said, you can go to her site. Also below this interview, we'll have a link to her site and any other contact information we have, so you can see how she can help you with your real estate needs. So with that said, everybody, until our next show, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.